JBN, we keep you informed. Male body discovered in Ryakobri, St. Catherine. The Spanish Town Police are seeking the assistance of the public in identifying the body of a man that was found in the Ryakobri, Spanish Town, St. Catherine on Monday. The police say the body is of dark complexion, medium build, and about 163 centimeters long, and appears to be in its late 50s. It was clad in multicolored shorts. The police say the body was discovered about 4:30 p.m. by residents who raised an alarm. According to the police, the body was seen laying face down in the water. The scene was processed and it was removed to the morgue. The police say they are awaiting a post-mortem to determine the cause of death. According to the police, no foul play is suspected. Members of the public who may be able to assist in identifying this body are being asked to contact the Spanish Town Police at 876-984-2305, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. U.S. Coast Guard sued on behalf of Jamaican fishermen. The American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU, yesterday announced that it will be suing the United States Coast Guard on behalf of 4 Jamaican fishermen who were held for 5 weeks in 2017 on suspicion of smuggling marijuana. The Atlantic reported that according to the lawsuit filed yesterday, the men Robert Dexter Ware, Patrick Wayne Ferguson, Luther Fian Patterson, and David Roderick Williams went missing after setting out for sea from the village of Half Moon Bay. However, their quest for tuna and snapper was supposed to last about 2 days. Then they disappeared, the lawsuit said. 5 weeks later, the men re-emerged in Miami covered in burns and blisters, according to ACLU. The union alleged that the U.S. Coast Guard officers had snatched them off their boat on suspicion of marijuana smuggling, then held them at sea for more than a month, shuffling them around various vessels en route to the U.S. to face trial. The ACLU claims that Coast Guard officers chained the fishermen up on decks, exposed to the elements, even while sailing straight through Hurricane Maria, fed them little, and denied them contact with their loved ones. When they finally reached a U.S. courtroom, they were never convicted of a drug crime since the ACLU says no drugs were ever found on the boat. They pleaded guilty to lying to investigators because, according to the lawsuit, their attorney told them it was the fastest way to get home. The Coast Guard said it had not been served with the complaint and could not comment on ongoing litigation, but said the Coast Guard complies with U.S. and international law and treats detainees humanely. The ACLU argues that indefinite detentions of this kind allows the men suffering to be inhumane and illegal. The ACLU is a non-profit, non-partisan legal and advocacy organization. I will not take a side, Simpson Miller says of PNP Leadership Challenge. Former Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller is refuting assertions that she may have taken a side in the People's National Party PNP Leadership Challenge by Peter Bunting against leader Dr. Peter Phillips. It has come to my attention that images of me are being circulated, giving the impression that I've taken sides in the upcoming PNP leadership race. I have not, and will not take a side. I ask that my name and image are not used in the campaign, Simpson Miller said on her Twitter page yesterday morning. I encourage comrades to campaign vigorously for their candidate, always mindful that after the internal contest, we must continue our preparation for general elections. Keep the campaign clean and respectful. My first loyalty and duty will always be to the People's National Party, Simpson Miller added. Bunting declared his stand in a statement to the party last weekend, ending months of speculation that he would challenge Phillips, who rose to the helm by way of acclamation. The photo referred to by Simpson Miller was posted by Bunting. He posted a video of him and Simpson Miller with the caption, "Always a pleasure spending time with Mama P. Hashtag comrades link up. Hashtag comrades together. Hashtag Azan Place. Hashtag we're here to celebrate." Salvation Army Major accused of sexual misconduct. Senior officials at the local arm of the Salvation Army have asked customers and employees from its Lindos Road branch to put their complaints in writing as an investigation into allegations of sexual misconduct and corruption intensifies. A source close to the investigation yesterday said that the organization, known for its philanthropic work to improve the lives of the poor, has convened several meetings as complaints begin to mount. A lot of people are telling them things, but they have not been putting it in writing. However, they have the clippings from the Observer in front of them, so they're asking people to put their complaints in writing to help them with the investigation, the source said. So now they say we are to write about the things that are allegedly happening there, put them together and mail it to 3 Waterloo Road. They say we are to tell them all the things that we have seen and don't like so they can put it on their investigation. They are having a major meeting 2 weeks from now to do with the situation, the source said. 2 women have come forward in recent weeks accusing the major in charge of the Linders Road branch of sexual harassment and misconduct. One woman has claimed that she had to engage in sexual acts with Major Selburne Oates for assistance from the branch, while another woman has accused them of inappropriately touching tantamount to sexual assault. Oates has flatly denied the allegations. One of the women wrote the Salvation Army Caribbean Territorial Headquarters in St. Andrew, headed by Commissioner Orton, but said there was no response to her letter. The allegations have drawn the ire of residents in surrounding communities who are calling for the removal of Oates. Last Wednesday, Salvation Army International said a probe was underway. Devastation as fire sweeps through a section of Matthews Lane. A blanket of smoke permeated the market district in downtown Kingston on Tuesday, June 11, as vendors who said they lost their livelihood in a fire which started early morning pondered their next move. The fire, which took 45 firefighters more than 7 hours to extinguish, destroyed a number of stores on Matthews Lane, a few steps away from the Redemption Market, that was also destroyed by fire on June 11, 2017. M&M Anna Sales Company Limited Textile Wholesale was destroyed by the blaze. A firefighter who was injured during the operation was taken to the hospital where he was treated and later released. Acting Senior Deputy Superintendent Horace Thomas, officer in charge of operations for the Kingston and St. Andrew Division at the Jamaica Fire Brigade, said that firefighters from Trenchtown and the York Park fire stations responded to a call at 2:58 a.m. that a building and stores were on fire. However, their colleagues at Stony Hill, Port Royal and Halfway Tree fire stations had to be called in when the first team got to the location and saw the magnitude of the fire. We subsequently brought the fire under control. However, based on the nature of what was burning, it took some time to cool down, Thomas explained. He said that it was difficult to save the fabric inside the building. The way in which the fabrics were compact, it placed a premium on security. Sometimes, in placing a premium on security, safety is compromised, and so it gave us a challenge in accessing the building initially, Thomas said. Vendor Andrea Gordon, who had been plying her trade on Matthews Lane for more than 2 decades, sat on a stall as the blaze swept over her merchandise, stored at a barrel warehouse on Princess Street, which was also destroyed. Every God Almighty thing me lose. See the place up there so I'll know a smoke. We can't even enter, the mother of 5 said. Gordon, who said she was at her home in Parrot Gardens, better known as Southside in Kingston Central, when she heard the news of the fire, said she was hoping to have saved some of her merchandise. When me get the call, me say the whole of Matthews Lane under fire. Me not even brush me teeth. Me have to run out about 2 o'clock and I know the fire can't contain, she said. Everything gone. And the firefighter got tell me say the store more important than we Igla and we are pay tax. We are pay tax. Everything gone for everybody. Might as well we dead. Them a pay more attention to round this so, she complained. Her complaint was subsequently rubbished by Thomas. We give priority to all incidents because we are agents of the state, and so we do not discriminate whenever we make any response. We don't care which side of the political divide or socioeconomic backgrounds persons are from. Our duty is to save lives and protect property. Another vendor, Desmond Clark, who claimed he was a victim of the fire that destroyed Redemption Market 2 years ago, said it did not make any sense for him to visit the location immediately when he heard about the nature of the fire. A woman who gave her name as Donna was uncertain how she would recover from the devastation. I have 2 children in high school and it's back to school time soon, so me don't know what's next, she said. The estimated cost of damage by the fire was not ascertained. Zozos extended in Denhamtown and Mount Salem. The zones of Special Operations Zozos in Denhamtown and Kingston and Mount Salem St. James have been extended by a further 60 days to August 19, 2019 and September 7, 2019 respectively. The House of Representatives on Tuesday approved two resolutions for the extensions, which were moved by National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang. In his address, Chang noted that zones of special operations reflected the shared consensus regarding the attainment of crime reduction through social intervention. In my April address, I acknowledged this very fact, noting that all governments have undertaken and have invested considerably in substantial social intervention programs in vulnerable communities over the years. Through zones, this effort continues, he said. Chang pointed out that Jamaica's two current ZOZOs in Mount Salem and Denhamtown were operationalized in 2017 and are still in the build phase, adding that this is the longest and the last phase of the three-phase strategy. Reports from the Social Intervention Committee have indicated that social intervention programs pursued under various thematic areas are being successfully executed in a peaceful environment conducive to community development and continued prosperity, he said. Further to this, Chang said successes in these areas continue to be manifested by an overall lower crime rate. In the case of Mount Salem, over a period of 638 days, that is, from September 1, 2017 to May 31, 2019, only 3 Category 1 crimes have been reported in this space. They include 1 aggravated assault, 1 rape, and 1 break-in. It is important to note that there have been no record cases of murders or shootings since the declaration of the zone, the security minister said. He noted that during the 638 days prior to the declaration of the zone, that is, December 3, 2015 to August 31, 2017, there were 38 Category 1 crimes, inclusive of 16 murders and 19 incidents of shooting. In the case of Denhamtown, he said over a period of 593 days, that is, from October 16, 2017 to May 31, 2019, there have been a 58% reduction in murders, a 75% reduction in shootings, and a 63% decrease in robberies. Further, he said that there was an 88% decline in break-ins and a 59% reduction in overall Category 1 crimes since the declaration of the zone. While our ambitions are much greater than that which has been reported here, we continue to be motivated by the gains we have made so far, Chang said. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.